Yo, yo, Underground Hip Hop Blog. We are live.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Tuesday here at the biggest underground hip-hop blog in the world. Today we have a very special guest with us. He's toured with big names such as Currency, Jay Worthy, and Schoolboy Q. He has a new single coming out this Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. TF of Lord Mob and Lil Bunko in the building. How are you guys doing today, man?
I'm good. How y'all feeling? Belly on?
Yeah, definitely. How you doing, Lil Bunko?
Doing fine.
Doing fine, yeah. We're glad to have you back. It's been a while. It's been like 3 years. We were talking about it. It's been a minute.
It's been a good 3 years, man. It's been a good stressful 3 years, but we good though.
Hey, good productive 3 years.
Yeah.
So you have some new music coming our way very, very soon. This Friday, Skanless Summer's on the way. I want to talk about your new shit coming out. I want to talk about the old shit, how you progress. But tell me a little bit about what we can expect from this project.
Skanless Summers. So I like to try to paint a picture of what's going on, like in my reality, like not in the sense of what's going on like, day to day, but like what I done seen, what I done been through, and, like where I come from. So, and I'm real big on movies and shit. You feel me? I'm real big on movies.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
I'm real big on movies, so the Skanless Summers, we, me and Polly Rob, local astronauts, we came up with like a concept on trying to make a movie, an album, and like it's not really a movie, but like you watching TV,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's gonna be like how you hear that in the background right now.
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's like that.
That's gonna be the feeling of the album.
That's incredible. Okay, so speaking on that, if we take a look back at your earlier catalog, No Hooks, Earthing Skanless, how would you say Skanless Summer has evolved?
No hooks. That's I got one of my favorite verses to perform on there. That September 7th, I love performing that. But as far as evolving, it's really I don't really say nothing's changed. I'm still gonna talk Scandalous shit. I'm still gonna bring it like how I do. But as far as like production wise, I try to listen to like cinematic sounds, like to where like you could just ride to it and make it feel like a soundtrack, like in your car. You feel me? Like if you look out the window and while you listening to it, it should feel like a soundtrack.
Yeah.
You feel me? It should feel cinematic. It should feel like you see it, like how you see movies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you watching something and when as soon as the music hits, like you could tell like this, oh shit, it's something like this shit finna crack off. You feel me? Like the suspense, like it's suspenseful. It got all that to it.
So bouncing off of that, what I like about your music, besides your voice, obviously, is when you rap, giving us a scenario, like say going down the street or people riding in the car, it seems like you're telling it from a bystander's perspective, and you're more of a spectator. Lil Bunko, if you want to tap into, like, how do you feel when you listen to his music? Do you feel like you're kind of, peering in through the scene through like a bird's eye view? That's definitely the vibe that I got from it.
Well, I can say this: we was riding up the street, riding to a video shoot the other night. It's like 11:30 or something. We on Central, big street in LA or whatever. But I'm riding. We here he got his shit playing, some unreleased shit. I'm riding. I'm looking out the window like this. Looking at him, I'm just, man, in my head, this is some boys in the hood stuff like this. I'm getting that feeling, whole menace to society, like, it's like give you that real feeling, like, is this a movie? Like, cause we, like, we see like it's Skanless Summers, like we really, it's Skanless in the summer. It gets scandalous, it get tricky. So it's like, when you hear the lyrics and you just, it's like if you even not from here, you can get a picture of how we grew up and just what we see. And like we might not see it every day on a daily basis, like cause we might be put up out the way somewhere or just in the mix still or wherever. But it's like something you could see and feel, and like you could really feel it. You know, that's how I feel when I listen to his music. Like, oh man, it's real. Like, ain't no like he really like damn like
Can't make this up.
yeah like
Can't make it up.
Can't make this up.
it's not no fantasies to me. Like I'll hear some other stuff and just okay, it like is it like that out there? But you know,
No, it's real. It's real. I feel like, have you ever heard that quote, life reflects art? I feel like that could definitely apply to your catalog of work. I think another thing that makes your lyrics great is how you connect specific details to greater concepts, such as like pocket full of dollars. That's a simple observation, but what all can you do with a pocket full of money? And that to me was super profound.
Yeah.
Or when you, on the track Round Here, you say, he was talking stupid on a smartphone, knowing he was dirty as a styrofoam. Like that specific detail, the greater concept. Do you do that on purpose? Like, do you even know that you're doing it?
I after the fact, yeah, but that's just shit that, like, you know, you could take it 3-4 different ways, like after the fact. But initially, it's just like I'm gonna say this shit. I feel it, like shit just pop up like that fast, and I just run with it. Sometimes I be second guessing, like, man, that's some bullshit. I ain't finna say that shit. And then I'll reword it, and it'll sound better. 9 times out of 10, I always say some bullshit, and then it end up being dope.
Yeah. Well, because it's real, right? It's unrehearsed. That's the best form of art. And I asked that specific to greater method because that's a method that's used a lot in like movies and film. And I heard a little birdie told me you are somewhat of a horror film connoisseur. Is that true?
I would say that, but I fuck with the scary shits, but I just the suspenseful type joints. I fuck with them, like the psychological thrillers and all that. Like I've been watching a lot of old movies lately.
Like Alfred Hitchcock, anything like that?
Nah, not that, not
Stanley
that far.
Kubrick? Nah, not that old.
Nah,
What are
like
some of your favorites?
Fight Club,
Like,
Half Baked, Judge Dredd, the new Dredd though, like the like a few years ago Judge Dredd, that one, like the shots and the transitions on that shit is dope. Yeah.
So do any of those movies influence your upcoming work?
Yeah. Like I like to be hands on with all my visuals. You know, I shout out my boy New High Films, my boy Stro. We go hand in hand on directing. So like I got a heavy input on that, and I like to do that shit. So like before shooting, I would watch mad movies.
Really?
I watched probably 4 or 5 movies in one night, and then, you know, like even like movies that's trash. Like I watch trash movies, like 3 trash movies on purpose just to see like.
Name some.
I just watched Belly 2 for the first time.
Belly 2?
Belly. You seen the first Belly? You never seen Belly?
RP DMX.
Yeah,
RIP.
man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay, yes, I have. A
Yeah,
long time ago.
You know, damn. Yeah, TRP DMX, man. You know, condolences to the family and all that. But
Yeah, Drea, you have to watch Belly. It's one of the most
Belly
iconic
is-
hip
I've
hop
seen
projects.
I've seen it, but when I was young, like
yeah, you gotta rewatch it. You
I
gotta
know.
watch it.
And you just
You're saying
mentioned
it's bad.
Judge Dredd. It wasn't the one with Sylvester Stallone, right?
Nah,
That's the
one. The one with what movie is dude from? I don't know dude's name. But
I definitely want to peep it because I didn't know there was a new Judge Dredd.
yeah, oh you
Oh,
sleep,
man.
It came out like probably 2000.
Definitely gonna have to
12,
peep it.
13, probably 11. No, not 11. I don't know, but yeah.
Is it
Shots is crazy. Coloring
it-
is crazy.
Method Man in Belly?
Method Man is in Belly.
Yeah.
Method Man, Nas,
Nas.
a few cats from the Wu-Tang Clan.
There's a really shitty movie with 50 Cent that came out a long ass time ago.
Which one?
I didn't know he had more than one shitty movie.
Hey, I just watched one.
He's in New York. I don't know. He's like shirtless the whole time.
Nah, not that one. That's probably a trash one too. But it's another one I just watched. Some dude. He was he's a cop, undercover cop, and 50 Cent was an undercover cop and shit like that. I just watched this shit probably 3 days ago. That shit was trash. But 50 is like I mean, shit. I don't know.
So you just put yourself in the mind space of like, I'm gonna make a cinnamon. Oh my God, cinnamon. Oh my God, I can't even say it. Whatever. You're gonna make a masterpiece.
Yeah.
So you gotta watch a bunch of film. You gotta even watch the shitty films.
Well, I do that just on a regular. Even when I'm just if I ain't doing shit, I'll put a movie on and write.
Okay. What about you, Lil Bunko? What's your process when you're about to go and write something? Do you watch a bunch of movies? What do you do?
Yeah, I got like shit. I do like the same type shit, but like Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah.
Okay.
That's hard right there.
Yeah.
That's my kind of movie right there.
You know, just all the OG shit, like you feel me? The shit he's saying, like movies, like I feel like, you feel me? He put me on the gang of movies and shit, and like my people's like just growing up, older people's. So they gonna tell me just, oh yeah, you should tap in with this, or they'll have me watching movies like Kids, a movie called Kids. You know, that's how I saw Belly and
Kids, no.
That's how I seen pretty much all the OG movies. Like they'll be like, yeah, this the one, and then it's like it means so much to me. Like them movies, like I really like feel different when cause like I could relate to them and just a lot. Yeah. Like it's this movie called The Wise and just like little just stuff. Like I just really. Like, I'll go tell somebody, oh, yeah, you got to watch this, for sure. Yeah. This is, like, one of my favorite movies, but I got, like, 20 favorite movies.
Shit, I used to run track, and before a big meet, the night before, without fail, I used to watch Man on Fire all the time. You guys see Man on Fire? Classic.
That's a classic.
Denzel Washington.
Hey, I referenced that movie. And Michael Myers.
So Michael says in the chat, TF is a movie connoisseur. Dude literally watches movies 24/7.
Real shit.
24/7.
I'm in movie too. We in a movie right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Someone shut it out. Point Break.
Which one?
The original one.
That's solid.
Solid.
I like the
Keanu Reeves.
That's hard.
I fuck with
Keanu Reeves, right?
What's the other dude? Pat Swayze in there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He was sick in that.
All right. So if you're gonna give someone like an instructional, like for me, I don't watch a lot of movies. So if you were like gonna give me a starter pack of the 5 movies I need to go home and watch tonight, any genre, what are you gonna tell me?
For one, Belly.
Get
together with that. He mentioned Kids. Kids, that's culture right there. Kids. Watch Kids for sure.
What about you, Lil Bunko? You got any?
I'm pretty sure you've seen Juice.
Yeah.
Well, let me think of something like I gotta really think of like one that just like ooh, like you probably for sure ain't heard of it, but it's
it could
dope,
be any
like,
genre. It could be anything.
Like that's the thing with me when it's like damn.
You watch any westerns?
I haven't. No. I've never watched the. I mean, Tombstone.
Okay.
Tombstone, Posse, and all that type of shit.
Like Indiana Jones. Whatever.
Is that a western? Would that be considered a western?
I mean, I don't know what else.
He just had a cowboy hat though.
That's a western to me. I mean, what?
He was in the jungles. Though.
But what would that make him? Right? Indiana Jones, a western.
You know, my favorite movie is Hook.
Okay.
I don't know. It caught me as a kid.
Yes.
TF, you know what I'm saying?
Love that movie.
Rufio.
R.I.P.
Remember that? He was kind of like hip hop in there too.
Yeah.
He kind of like leaked in that the hip hop flavor.
He had a swag on him and all that. Yeah, he was bullshit.
I'll cry to that movie. I'll still cry to that movie.
Hook?
Yeah. No.
I can't. Hook was. It was cool. Like I ain't seen it lately, but I watched it mad times as a kid and shit.
Yeah.
But I ain't seen it lately.
I remember meeting Rufio for the first time, like years later, bro, and I called him Rufio.
You called him Rufio?
I called him Rufio.
You got to. You got to call him Rufio.
I was like, yo, bro, I don't know your name though, bro. You know, great movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Classic. You like any sci-fi? You like any like Harry Potter type shit? You
I literally watch
everything.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like music. Like I got a lot of music I listen to, or a lot of genres of music. So it's like if it just comes to me and stuff, if it comes to me, I'ma just stick with it. If like I'm interested in it, like I'm interested in a lot of stuff. So I just like tap on the TV and this song, what's this? It look interesting, or it got some tricky pictures showing up.
Yeah.
A good like good images, or they doing
So
something.
you're sampling. You're doing work while you're watching the movies,
Yeah.
both of you. So I'm expecting some fire ass samples, some super underground shit.
And
from the
then,
movies
like, you
you're
know
watching.
how people they take off little snippets from a movie and stuff and throw it in on the song and stuff. So, like, I just like a lot of movies. Like, it's just like hard to name a couple right now because it's just
There's
so
so many.
many. You think about all the good ones. Like, it's just like you said, any genre. It might have been like a genre that like people might not be into or nothing, or just a movie that ain't blew up, but it like I love it. Like, so I like. Have you seen New Jersey Drive?
I don't
You
watch
seen
that
that,
many
Tia?
movies.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
New Jersey Drive.
There's
dog.
nothing he hasn't seen. He's seen. Have you seen Sharknado?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah,
Really?
see, like all them movies, all just
I just
named,
put,
like,
like sometimes, like, you know, when you just like, I'm just put something on to go
Yeah.
to sleep. I put that shit on and didn't go to sleep, and I was fucking,
You were hooked.
pissed off. Like, man, I'm fucking watch Sharknado, man. Fuck.
All right, so Skanless Summer. We need to get into this. I need to know the backstory. I need to know how you came up with the name. Tell me everything.
To be honest, we just came up with the name, like at the last listening session. Like before that, it was like the Skanless Astronauts or fucking Channel 50. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm like, no, Channel 50, that shit sound kind of lame. Like, I ain't gonna call it that shit. So, like, Skanless Summer, we listened to the project probably 5 times, and that's the last song on the project, Skanless Summer. So I'm like, bro, we just gonna call it that.
Yeah.
And then it made sense because the transitions throughout the project is like it start off with Michael Myers, you know, and then it go into Ted DiBiase, which we dropping on Friday. Like you gotta
Look out
get
for
fresh refreshed with Michael Myers so you could get the whole concept of the Ted DiBiase, you know. So and then from there it goes into a car chase, which ends with the news, and then it go into, it's like now you changing channels. It go from the movies to the news, into So
How long
yeah.
did it take you to like conceptualize all these different moving parts? Did you think of it all together, or did you piece it along as you were creating it?
Nah, I don't. To be honest, I don't put nothing together purposely. Like I just make it make sense. Once we got a body of work, then it's like, all right, now I need this, I need this, I need this. You feel me? So like, I think this was maybe the first song we did, me and Polly, Michael Myers. This is probably the first song, and then we just we went from there, like, and then we pieced everything together, and then last night we did final skits for the shit. You know, adding to really like put the exclamation point on the shit and be like, we good.
Your skits, are they like from movies, or are they impromptu in the studio on the spot? What are your skits like?
We did a skit yesterday just off the notes, and just went off the top, freestyled it, like, and just went improv everything. But it was crazy because in the middle of doing that, like a car pulled up, and we knew the people, so it worked out. We used everything, and we kept everything raw, and then we took it in, laid it down, tracked it up, and then added shit to it. You know, added the ambiance to everything else, like put, you know, tires screeching, tire crashing, gunshots, dogs barking, babies crying. Tracked it up and placed it to where it's like, and panned them to where you hear it over here, like shit going on over here, shit going on over here, to like make it feel like the shit real.
So this really is the soundtrack to your life. No exaggeration, no fake shit. This is every day.
Skanless
living
Summer.
life.
It's finna be summertime. It's finna get cracking.
That's right. All right, so let's check out the chat, see if we have anything interesting anyone's saying right now. We got some movie suggestions. We got the Point Break. Hostels is an underrated Western. Well, it is, because I've never heard of it.
Is that the shit with the when they kidnapping people? That Hostel?
I think so.
Oh, you mean like with
Hostel. I think it's called
with
Hostel.
Liam Neeson? No, that's called Taken.
It's Taken.
Yeah.
No, but they was people coming from like tourists coming in and like going to this hostel and fucking, I don't know where they was at, but yeah, then they just get kidnapped out there and get killed.
Shit, have you seen, I just thought of this, Midsommar?
Mm-hmm.
That shit's crazy. Have you seen,
That shit, I don't.
have you seen Hereditary? Made by the same guy. Mm-hmm. Hereditary tripped me out.
I think, yeah, that Midsummer shit, I think that shit really goes on. That shit really does go on. Like, it's some places where they just out in the woods and they just doing their shit.
Yeah. So,
You just seen that recently?
I saw it, yeah, like a year ago. Like, it didn't come out that long ago. So, with a movie, you know, you have plot, you know, the problem, you got the twist, and then you got the resolution. Could we see the same for your album? Any twists? Any problems? We got a plot.
Yeah, it's a plot. It's a twist.
There might be no resolution. You might still be living the plot. So there's no resolution yet.
Yeah, nah, we just ride off into the summer.
That's what's up.
And that's the last song, Skanless Summer.
Skanless Summer. All right, so when you say Skanless Summer, like, what are 3 words that come to mind when you think of that? It can be scandalous.
It's everything's scandalous. You feel me? It's gonna be good shootouts. It's gonna be good partying. And it's gonna be good going on.
Shit. That's what's up. What about you? What do you think of when you hear Skanless Summer? First 3 words that come to your brain.
He put them right on the money.
Oh, you gotta come up with different ones.
All right. It's gonna be, yeah, like just 3, like, yeah, these ain't, you feel me? These are just ideas and suggestions, like, you feel me? All right, yeah, hidden gates, you feel me? From polices, yeah, raids going on, yeah, big yeah.
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 All right, for sure. All right, so
And a lot of bunk going on.
a lot of bunk. We are looking forward to your EP. Can you give us a estimated date for the whole album drop? Maybe a month?
No, we
Anywhere
dropping
close?
Friday.
Oh, I thought it was just the EP dropping Friday. It's the whole.
Well, yeah, we dropping the video with the EP.
Okay.
Dropping the video with the EP.
That's the 30th, April 30th.
Yeah.
Be sure to check him out. Tell the good people where they can find you on all social media.
You can find me on everything. I'm TF. I am .t.f. That's on Instagram, Twitter. I am _ TF, I think. And yeah, YouTube, TF, T.F. Everything Scandalous. Hashtag that shit.
Lil Bunko, where can we find you?
Just search up Lil Bunko, LILBUNKO on anything. And yeah, I should pop up unless you put Bunko Gang, either or.
Yeah, you put Bunko Gang, I'm popping up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. We got TF of Lore Mob, Lil Bunko
Yeah,
this Friday.
Shout out to the mob, man. Shout out my nigga Flea and the whole Lore Mob and all that, you feel me? Shout out my nigga Doe.
Tell me a little bit about that. Like, how were you introduced to that camp?
To be honest, I met Flea I was at the Griselda show. I met Flea that night, yeah.
Didn't he shout you out on
West Side
Fly
Gun?
Was it? Okay, I wasn't sure who it was. On Fly God, there was a song.
Yeah.
Shout you out. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, shout out my nigga Gun. Yeah, he shot me out on probably like 3-4 different records, I think. But yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, shout
Those
out
are your boys.
Yeah, them my niggas over there, Griselda niggas. But yeah, I met Flea that night. And shit, we just been fucking around since.
Was the mob around back then?
Nah.
It wasn't.
Nah.
Did you guys go by something else before Lord Mob?
Nah, I just start fucking with Flea.
I just
Like,
love that camp because it's like,
I just started fucking with Flea like I've been knowing him for like what 2-3 years. About 2 years, about 2 solid years, and then last year, that's when he started the whole Lord Mob shit, and he hit me up like, bro, I want you to be a part of this shit. I'm like, let's do it.
And I'm just so happy that that project exists, because it seems to me as a blogger that everyone that's involved in that project, their merit is at an all-time high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everyone could be dope, right, TF? But merit is what I look for, the merit of the caliber of artist, right? So as I'm seeing a whole bunch of artists getting added, I'm like, wow, it seems like a hand in glove fit for all y'all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because that sound is so grimy and so gutter and just so raw. Not the majority of hip hop doesn't sound that way. You know?
Yeah.
That narrative that camp is pushing.
Yeah.
You know, so it's an honor for me to even know that you're on there.
Yeah, I
You know what I'm
got
For real.
I got a Lord Mob project coming.
That's right.
Hell
I
yeah.
got a Lord Mob project coming, produced by me, Fucks, Ghost Dave, Ford. You feel me? The whole Lord Mob camp producers. Like I got that's probably gonna be dropping in June.
It's a busy summer for you, sir.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
a
dropping
busy summer.
I'm dropping another shit in another EP in fucking on the 12th
Goddamn.
of May.
Let's
Well-
hope you go touring. You're gonna be doing any concerts, anything here and there.
That's what
We're gonna
we
be
getting.
looking out
That's
for
what we
you.
getting ready for.
Okay.
Go crazy.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, because eventually, you know, me with the blog and stuff, we throw a lot of events, and we're always, you know, considering bringing out Flea Lord, you know, on a solo tip.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that being said, put a Lord Mob event.
Fire.
You know what I'm
The whole
saying?
Camp coming.
I don't even
Fire.
think that has happened yet in LA.
Let's do it.
It will be sold out.
You know?
Like
That's not for sure. We gonna sell that bitch out. We gonna go up. Real shit.
definitely.
Yeah, but
We're-
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say we're super excited to have you here and appreciate you guys coming through. And Lil Bunko, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like you're really far away from me, but I just want to share the love with you.
Yeah.
All the way over there.
This he nice. He nice.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Any last minute comments? Anything you guys want to know? The listeners, we got a few minutes left here. We got TF, Lil Bunko. Anything y'all want to ask? Someone said, "What are you guys' top 5 favorite non-hip hop artists?" That's hard. That's kind of hard. Like I wouldn't even know the answer to that.
Well, you can go first, yeah. I think of mine though, but I'd come up with mine.
I fuck with would Anderson .Paak be considered non-hip hop?
Yeah.
I fuck with that dude, man. That nigga's nice, man. That nigga, I was in the studio with him and like he made his own beat with drums.
Yeah, he's crazy on the
Like,
drums.
Yeah, he go crazy with the drums. Like he like, man, he had not like he didn't really make the whole shit. Like it was a beat playing, and he was sitting there like, man, this shit missing something. He like, hey, go record this. He went in another room and just went crazy. Like,
That's insane.
right, so like he def top 5 for sure. Def top 5 for sure.
Do you play any instruments?
Me?
Yeah. No.
Always wanted to play the guitar or some shit. Just go crazy, do the run, slide across the stage and shit.
Yeah.
One of those, like, yeah, that'd be sick. But I would have to say Erykah Badu.
Oh,
Erykah Badu, she
Oh,
dope. Lauryn Hill.
yes.
I kind of feel like they had a major impact in hip hop though.
Of course. Yeah, they're like the godmothers of R&B, the neo
Yeah.
R&B, for sure.
So as we all know, shows are coming back, and I think I overheard you mentioning that you're going to be performing September. You said
September. Oh no, I was saying like I got a track called September 7th.
Oh, okay.
I got
That's
a track
right.
called September 7th that I like performing. Like that's like one of my favorite records to perform.
So I want to ask you, like, when was the last time you actually performed live on stage?
That's a good question.
On the Crash Talk tour.
Okay.
Crash Talk tour with Q.
Damn. So
Yeah,
2
shout
years?
out TDE too. Shout out my TDE niggas and all that. You feel me? They had a heavy impact on my career and shit.
Man, I remember seeing those guys rocking clubs as small as the airliner, you know, like just with 50, 60 cats, like way back in the day, you know, and shout out to those dudes, man, for real. TDE, man, that's some iconic music right there.
No, for sure.
Damn.
All right, I thought a little bit.
Yeah,
Like-
tell us your answers. You
All
took
right,
a while
like-
there, so
like,
I'm
you feel me?
expecting,
Like,
you know.
I ain't
high
even, these ain't
expectations.
even in my top 5, but it's like I can't really like name a top 5, but it's like
Okay.
Tina Marie's, you know, Rick James, and like I can't remember all the rock bands I listen to, but Lil Bunko, cause I'm a rock star. But yeah, like I listen to a lot of rock bands and stuff, or just grew up on a lot of rock music too, and even a lot of country artists too.
For real? Like who?
Like, you know, Gavin Rossdale. I'm not saying like he really like, I don't know if he like how many country songs he had or whatever, but shoot, like Zach Brown band, you feel me? Like it's just a gang of music. Like my
Zac
dad,
Brown band?
like I didn't have like 20, I didn't heard damn near 1 million songs. You feel me? I don't want to exaggerate and say 20 million, but for sure, like it's a lot of artists is out there that's just nice. And that I respect him. Like I just really fuck with their music a lot. Like before I started doing music, that's all it was, just listening to all of them and just growing up in a house and younger, like so Barry White's and stuff, and just a lot of good. It's a lot of music out here that's good.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever listened to Bad Bad Not Good? Mm-mm. I don't know if they like a group or have you?
No, I'm not familiar at all.
Mm-mm.
Well,
when it comes to country,
He said Zach Brown band.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
That's what I was saying. Like I was gonna say that too. I think that Darius Rucker, you heard of him? Like that's a black country man, you know. So I just listened to a lot of stuff, like a group called U2 and Erasures and all that. You know, just a hell of a lot of people.
Now there's an iconic hip hop artist by the name of Aloe Black that was so hardcore hip hop at one point, you know, with Eminem, and then he transitioned to like alternative, if not country.
Yeah.
You know, and he's out of LA. Have you ever heard of Aloe Black? No?
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with a lot of that music too, like alternative rock, and you know,
what you listening to right now?
Flying Lotus. I listened to something last night. It was crazy. It was like Hiatus Coyote. I think that's the name of it. It's crazy. It's these weird, trippy instrumentals that are like, I want to say like, I don't even know. They sound like acid music. They're just really layered and incredibly melodic, and there's a lot of different things going on, but how they managed to pull it together, I really like that stuff. I've been bumping a lot of your shit though, man. I really appreciate it. I like your stuff because it's super layered as well. I was telling you earlier, I listened to one of your earlier catalogs in the dark, and that hit different because I was forced to focus on everything that was going on, and so it was crazy. I had my AirPods in, and I hear one thing, and it feels like it's in front of me, and I hear something else, and it's in the back of me, and I'm just in my room like, wow, this is intense. And your voice, too. Your voice is probably my favorite thing about your music.
Thank you.
Now, TF, I want to ask you, ever since I met you, you know, you dropped the mic session a while back. I see you at shows here and there, you know. When it comes to your team, right? Do you have like a machine or a group of people that kind of push for you, or like at the end of the day, you do have, you know, pockets of people that help you, but you're like a one man show because you've overachieved in this business compared to a lot of artists.
A lot.
So give me some background on how you were able to separate yourself. Like, are you a one man band and you just have support, or do you have like a small little machine behind you?
I started with you know, like I had a good little team. You feel me? I had a solid team, but just over time, you know, like some motherfuckers is, you know, when shit don't go good, and you know, cause like it, especially in this music shit as an independent artist, like it's not gonna be like what you expect this shit to be. You feel me? So when shit don't go right, you feel me? Like I gotta keep pushing. Like I have to. Like this is what I do. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I put a lot into this shit to just not be like, all right, to just turn around and be like, fuck it. You know, like so, you know, just on the journey, it's like, you know, some people they gotta do what they gotta do.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like they still gotta deal with real life. You know, it like on the outside looking in, it looks like it's a party every night. You feel me? But it's not. Like it just looked like that.
It's just work.
That's work. Like my what I do is like I'm gonna show you what I want you to see, but you're not gonna see like getting home at 6 in the morning, having to wake up at 8 in the morning, and I still got to do what I do as a dad, as a father, and you feel me, and supporting and holding together the rest of my family. Like you're gonna see me at shows and partying and this and this and this and this and this,
right.
But that's also what I do. You feel me? So the ugly times, you know, everybody ain't like you can't. Some people can't push through that and be like fuck it, let's go.
Right.
Feel me? Like
So it's like wrong expectations.
I wouldn't say wrong expectations. It's just like even like, you know, dealing with people, you never gonna see eye to eye. Like, and if you do, then you just being a pushover. You feel me? So it's like arguments is good to have and shit, but some people can't take them shits. So, you know, that puts strain on relationships, and you know, like, and you know, I don't never take nothing personal. I don't take nothing personal. You can't take nothing personal. You gotta keep that shit scandalous. So, you know, so yeah, you know, people, you know, it's been a lot of people that helped me out with this shit. You feel me? I wouldn't never say I'm just a one man dude. You feel me? I do make a lot of moves on my own. You feel me? Majority of the shits I do on my own. But you know, I have had help with this shit. You know, everybody need a hand here and there. You feel me? So. But yeah, as far as that,
I just had to ask, man, because you know, as a blogger myself, man, I rub elbows with all kinds of artists, and one thing I know, when you've been able to separate yourself from the pack, usually I would assume you only want to rub elbows with people that could provide more than what you could provide, right? It's like you're at a point in your career that you can't rub elbows with cats that are under you. Am I right?
You're right, but I do.
That's right.
You feel me? I do, because like I said, like some people don't, that they not fortunate enough to know these people. Like me, I came in because of who I knew.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like off top, I'm just off me knowing these people.
Would you consider that a quote unquote cosign, or it's just because they're your homies, they're your unit?
Well, I mean, I could have just been hanging out with Q if that's the case. I could have just been hanging out. He could have just kept me around. If that was the case, he put me on a record and that shit went crazy.
Yep.
You feel me? And then I couldn't drop the ball.
So where do you draw the line between helping someone out that hasn't been as blessed to be in these circumstances, and then someone trying to not go off the strength and maybe take advantage or just ask too much? Where do you draw the line for that when you're working with artists that maybe aren't on the same caliber?
Well, I don't I still pick and choose who I work with. I'm not just gonna work with just some random dude just like, oh yeah, let me do a feature. I'm like, you know, like I like even charging people for features. Like I charge, like I ain't gonna like if I know like I turn down a lot of money, and sometimes I do be like, all right, fuck it, just give me this, man, fuck it, I got you. Don't even worry about it. You feel me? But like even with this dude, like he's like, oh man, I'm rapping. I'm like, all right. Like,
and now he's here.
But no, like, but in the beginning stages, he was like, man, what's up, man? Take me to the studio. I'm like, nah, you straight.
Persistence is key.
But then once he start, you know, I'm like, what you doing? Because he's family. Like, even though he's family, I was still like, nah. Like, nigga, do your shit. And then once he start, I'm like, all right, come on, let's go. He gonna be on the first single. He featured on the first single of the next EP I drop.
Let's go.
So
looking forward to it.
So yeah, but you know, I fuck with everybody. Like if I see you trying to bust your move, I respect it. You know, keep grinding, do your shit. Like this shit don't stop.
Yeah, how do you manage to stay so grounded and down to earth as you are?
I try not to take shit personal. Like, you know, like especially dealing with this shit. Like, you know, everybody not gonna answer the phone on the first ring. You feel me? Like on the third call, they might still don't answer. You can't be like, man, fuck that nigga, cause it's gonna like shit, he might not answer for the whole week, but you can't take that shit personal. Like, you know, waiting on features. You can't be mad. Oh man, you told me you was gonna do a feature with me. Like, what's going on? Where the track at? Like, what's going on? What's going on? You can't take that shit personal.
I think one thing that we learn a lot in this industry is don't get excited for shit until it's literally happening or until it's over, because things fall through all the time. Whether it's booking shows, whether it's working with other artists, everything is always up in the air.
Yo, TF, have you ever like closed a collab deal and then you had to end up like giving the money back because the artist just drove you fucking insane, or he just wasn't who you thought he was, or he or she?
Nah, I try to be cause you know anybody could be anybody with this shit. So like I keep that in mind to where it's like I listen to records and I'm like, bro, this not you. Like, this not you.
Damn, that's hard to hear.
So like, so
Can you imagine?
I hear shit. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I ain't gonna deal with you like that. Like, like people, they send me shit and they on some high power, this and this and this and this and this. I'm like,
It's fake. It's not real.
or you know, it might be, but still, like if I can't call in and verify, like, oh, you know this dude? Nah, I'm cool. You straight. You ain't that dude. Like, so I try to be a good judge of character. Like if you on some regular shit, all right, cool, to do your regular shit. But the people that be want to be like overly aggressive and they not even really that, like I stay away from them.
That's right.
Stay away from them.
Kind of like what Mondo was saying, just the merit of Lord Mob. I mean, that alone comes with a lot of cred. And so I feel like anyone that ever comes up to you or is trying to tap in with you for a feature should go in mind with, oh man, this man is an established artist. He's toured. He has the respect of the OGs in the game.
I'm Grammy nominated.
There you go. Grammy nominated.
So Lord Mob, who are the artists that are from LA? It's you,
Funk P.
Funk P.
Shit, that's it, really.
That's it, right? Damn, that's a good representation right there for that camp.
Me and Funk P really, yeah.
How long ago did you officially join Lord Mob?
Officially, October.
Damn.
But I was featured on. I was fucking with Flea before that, like earlier in the year, last year. I'm on like 3-4 of his projects before we even talked about doing a Lord Mob collaboration. So, like, I was already fucking with Flea solid.
The only thing I could compare that camp to is like kind of like a Soul Assassins type of thing. Because me growing up, you know, I used to be obsessed with Soul Assassins. You know, that camp where they used to recruit artists, or like Lyrics of Fury when Mad Child used to bring in flying artists and just throw a collab project and I know Flea Lord is a Soul Assassin. I'm assuming because he makes music with mugs, and I've seen him wear the Soul Assassin shirt. So for me as a hip hop fan, whoever wears that Soul Assassin shirt is a Soul Assassin. Right.
Yeah, I'm on that project too.
Oh, okay. So you're a Soul Assassin. Yeah. Damn right, man. Go. Congratulations, bro. Like, I'm honored, man.
Yeah, that's dope. You know I met Muggs at Rock Marciano's listening party.
That's right.
I met Muggs up there. I was like, damn. I was like,
was he drunk? Because every time I see him or meet him, he's fucking like super fucking drunk.
Nah, we was taking mad shots.
Okay.
We took like probably 3-4 shots and shit.
Seems like a cool dude.
Nah, he's solid for sure. Solid. He's solid.
We did a show with Marciano. Did we not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rock Marciano is definitely like one of my go-to guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rock Marcy.
One of the best live performances I've ever seen.
Crazy.
Other than DMX. When we booked DMX, it was like, you know, on his worst night, DMX shits on almost 99.9% of the rappers I ever booked. Not just because he passed away recently, but when I saw him perform live, it was just like, it was remarkable. Yeah. You know? Yeah. But second best, I have to say, was Rock Marciano.
Damn.
Like, by far. And he was up there by himself. You know, no backup, no nothing.
Yeah.
Just him, the mic, and the beats.
Yeah, you get pretty hype on stage. You get pretty hype on stage. How do you keep that energy up and keep the crowd going? Even if the crowd's not with you, you get them up there. How do you do that? That's a talent.
That is a talent.
Do you rap over your vocals?
I don't.
Damn, fuck yeah.
I don't.
You got some lungs of steel, bro.
I don't like the book. Look, I have a wall of all these shows that I've done. I always tell artists like, yo, if you're gonna do an underground hip hop blog show, just don't rap over your vocals.
You can't even say nah.
That's like you gotta go in there and just bust your move, like, right? No music playing in the background. You just rapping it, so it's like the full feeling of you performing it at that time, right in the moment, right?
Now, TF, have you ever rapped over your vocals before in shows, like maybe when you're on the come up, or if it was a club where you really didn't need to perform, but you were just rocking it?
The only reason I have is because I couldn't get show mixes.
That's right.
If I can't get a show mix, then it's like, fuck it, I got it. All right, cool.
Let's improvise.
But 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna have a show mix.
That's right. With some ins and outs, some backups, right? Some ad libs and stuff. Okay, yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have a show mix. I'm gonna have that shit together. But it was my first time performing. This is my first ever show performing. It was with my boy the Ghetto Zoo, and we opened up for the Alcoholics.
Oh, Tash
and fucking
J-Ro, E Swift
at the Observatory.
That's right.
So, like, this my first ever show.
How old were you?
I was 6.
You were 6?
No, I'm bullshitting.
I was like, I know you're not 6 because I know you got a song with that man.
How old? This was probably 2013, 14.
I think I was probably at that show too.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember Alcoholics rocking at the
Observatory.
Yeah, and they killed it, right? They had
shout out Zoo too.
Almost sold out.
The Ghetto Zoo. Shout out my boy the Ghetto Zoo, man. That's my nigga. So boom, we had this song, and I'm rapping. Everything was good. I knew the verse. Everything was good, and I locked eyes with some chick, and she knew the whole shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? So that shit blew my mind that she knew that, like, and I'm like, damn, this is like my first song. Like, how does she know this? And she coming from, like, 9 times out of 10 that she was maybe from San Diego or out from that way. Like, I didn't think like I had fans that knew my shit word for word at the time. So I'm rapping now, and we rapping together and shit, and I'm like, fuck. I tried not to look at her no more and forgot the whole shit. And I forgot like 5-6 bars, and I'm like, fuck. So now I'm just on stage, like, and then after that, like, from that point on, like my next, like, probably 2 years of doing shows, I didn't see nobody in the crowd. Everything was black.
Okay.
I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened or what, but from there, I ain't seen the crowd since until tour.
Do you like that, or do you want to see your audience?
Well, that just, like, it wasn't like I don't see nobody at all, like, but performing, like, I would still interact, but when I'm performing, like, that shit would just go blank. Up until I ended up going on tour with Q, and then, like, that's a big ass stage, like, you feel me? So,
and Q just doesn't go up there and perform. He does a whole.
It's a whole shit.
Like kind of like what Tech Nine does.
I've seen him a few times.
Orchestrated, planned out set.
Yeah.
So
with that, I wasn't opening for Q. I was coming out in his set.
That's right.
Yeah.
So by then I wouldn't say I was all the way seasoned, but we did 82 cities. You feel me?
Jesus Christ.
We did 82 cities. So my first, like, 10 shows, like, I was still adjusting to every day. So I was sounding different. Like, and then I talked to Dave Free. He told me, he was like, bro, like, you yelling. You feel me? Like, you yelling. Like, your performance is good, everything is but you yelling. So he like, you gotta you gotta come from here. So like by the time I was done touring, like my whole voice changed.
Really, like permanently?
My whole voice changed.
Oh wow!
Especially like
I bet though. Shit, 82 shows?
82 shows. My whole like, especially like performing wise. So now I record different. Now. So I record the same way I would perform. You feel me? So like vocals sound different. Like everything, that shit changed me. Like, cause like if he would have never told me and I would have never worked on that, like, cause I worked on that every show. Like, cause I was only coming out for a verse. You feel me? So, but that was one of the littest shits of the show. So we gotta come full energy. We did that shit for 6 months. Yeah. On tour for 6 months.
Now, can I ask you, 80 shows, right? 80 plus cities. How was the routine balancing out your diet, partying, smoking, drinking?
Chaos.
You know,
fucking chaos.
Are you married? Okay. Bitches, like, some cats would think, oh man, that's a dream, man. 80 show tour, I'm a party all day, right?
It doesn't sound healthy at all. I mean, it sounds fun, but it sounds tiring.
Like I said, like that shit looks fun, but like
it's work.
In the second month, I'm like, bro, I'm trying to go home, man. But like I felt like that. Nigga was drained. Nigga was tired. We catching flights. We on a bus all day. We sleeping on something like probably this big. So like, yeah, that shit fun, but that shit is a job. Like, you feel me? Like, that shit is a job. Like, that shit like a real deal job. You out there, on top of drinking. Like, I don't smoke. So, but I'm in there with fucking Schoolboy Q, nigga. Like, so it's smoke all day. Like, nigga, I'm smoked out. And I'm just sitting there. I can't, like, this is just off topic, but I can't record if it's smoke in the studio.
Really?
Oh, wow.
That shit fuck. Like, my shit'll be harsh. My shit'll be mad harsh.
Oh,
like,
man.
That's how you did 80 shows. You don't smoke.
Now, can I ask you, TF, like, what's the decision behind you not smoking? Because, I'm sure, especially in your circle, bro, everyone fucking smokes.
No, everybody smoke. But I be feeling like I be looking stupid as fuck, man. Like,
okay.
Like, when I be high, I'll be like, I'm cool. I ain't trying to be walking around looking like that. But I feel like I look like that. I might not even be looking like that. I just feel like I be looking stupid as fuck.
So you don't smoke because you don't like the way you look when you smoke?
Nah, I also feel stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not like on some retarded type shit. Yeah. But I just like, I don't know. I just be feeling stupid.
I feel
it's like I walk in the grocery store high or something. I'm just like, damn. Oh God, that's I get the same feeling like. But I smoke weed, so I'm just.
And then it's like, I don't know what it is, but whenever I like, even like recently, the last time I smoked, we was in Amsterdam.
What I had
to smoke.
Yeah, that's Amsterdam.
I had to smoke. So, all right, let me tell you this story. We in Amsterdam, right? All right. I'm sitting there, and I can't not smoke weed in Amsterdam. You gotta smoke weed. So, we had like a, what is it? What do they call them shits?
Cafes? Mm-hmm.
We had a cafe, right? Boom. So, they passed me the shit. I hit the shit probably twice, and my hearing was gone.
Oh, what?
I couldn't hear shit. Like, so I'm just sitting there fucked up. I'm just sitting there, they talking, I can't hear. I'm talking, but I can hear myself talking, but they can't hear me. So I'm whispering, like I'm talking like that, but I'm in my head, I'm talking like how we be talking. Like, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck y'all doing? Like,
I know, they like this close to
like,
you.
Bro,
like,
what are you saying? And I'm like, I was fucked up. So they like, here, man, drink a Coke. I didn't even know that at the time, but if you drink Coke, it's like neutralizes the high.
Wait, what? Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
I ain't never.
Nigga, it worked. My hearing came back.
That's crazy. I've heard some crazy things. Like if you sniff pepper, it takes away your anxiety if you go out in public and you're high.
I'm gonna stay away from Coke when I'm high.
Well, I mean, you probably
Coca-Cola.
Like, I mean, to somebody that smoke weed, I don't think it wouldn't matter. But
Yeah,
I
like
don't smoke weed.
Right.
So
they,
No, it
okay,
made
you
a
gonna be back
difference.
together
so
with
they
this.
knew what to do. Like the people that ran the shit, they came and looked at me and was like, "What's up, man?
We
You
got
straight?"
another one.
He needs some
They
milk.
like, hey man, on the real. They like, hey man, bring the shit. I'm like, damn, bring the shit. Like, what the fuck you got? And he brought me a.
It's just Coca-Cola.
I'm like, bro, this is a straight soda.
And like he's American.
So
He'll take it.
if a fan or a sponsor or a DJ or someone in the green room goes up to you, I'm sure they hand you bags of bud, like a quarter here, an ounce here, even a pea right there.
Nah, I still take all
do you
that
take
shit.
it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah, because I got niggas that smoke. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna still support the brand. If you want to bring me some shit, if y'all want to bring me some bud, bring me some bud, man. You feel me? We gonna get something
Gracious
going.
guy.
We gonna get something going.
Very generous.
You feel me?
I'm like, here, TF, here's a pound, and then like.
Lil Bunko gonna
and
tell
then I
you,
see
yeah, they
hand it
smoke
off to
good.
someone else, and I'm like, yo, my man, like, what's cracking?
We need another one of those.
No, we gonna make it work. We'll make it
That's
work.
right.
You feel me?
Yeah, that the cannabis game right now is at an all time high right now, guys. Right? Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing. I just went out to Vegas a couple of days ago, and like the whole Raider Stadium was wrapped in like a cannabis commercial ad.
Really?
real shit?
Yeah, man, it's just like it's nuts out there. There's cannabis fucking everywhere.
It's like everywhere. You see it
Everywhere.
in New York now. Like,
Right.
or they just, like, I seen some stuff they legalizing in New York or something. I'm like, damn.
Right.
It feels like every day in LA there's a new billboard, something about 420, something about smoke. They have a delivery service for weed now. I think it's called Ease.
Ease, yeah.
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 I heard about that.
What they pull up and bring you buzz?
Yeah. It's like the DoorDash of weed.
You know, I came up in the era where I used to text Paige, my weed dealer, in high school. You know what I'm saying? Remember those days?
Damn.
Like page them 420.
Damn. I remember before it was legalized, it used to be in like these shitty little bricks. Do you remember that? It was like soap. It was like bars of soap. It was never
That was
good.
some stress weed.
It was,
That was
yeah.
stress
Oh
buzz.
man, I'm from Corona. We didn't have the best weed out there. It was stress weed.
And
it had
you
little
gonna get
seeds,
you gonna get all that shit
stems.
for $20 or
Right.
10.
Right.
You get a whole
Right.
block, a whole block of shit for $20.
A half ounce for $20. Remember those days?
But
I pick out the seeds and stems and shit.
Yep.
I was all up in that.
Yeah,
But
that
I
shit
used
that was the fire back then.
Right.
'Cause we didn't know any better.
And I remember my transition from swag to what they called back then chronic or hydro. I don't know where those phrases are today.
it is now the Zaza.
Right.
Zaza, I was just when they say that.
Zaza?
That's what they calling it now.
You know what that's short for?
What is the short for?
Exotic.
That's
Oh,
right.
really?
But they tricky.
Okay.
Let's roll up this Zaza. Hard this up.
I heard another one too, like it's short for designer or something like that. Designer.
Gas.
Yeah,
Just the gas.
I don't know. But yeah, so
Well, best believe,
I'm
dude,
smoking dope. Yeah.
sooner or later, I don't know if you've been featured on B-Roll's Hotbox, but
my boy was supposed to line that up,
Right.
But he was
And best believe-
my boy Cairo.
and best believe you're gonna be smoking in there, right? Nah, just hotboxing, just
I don't
absorbing
know.
it
I
in.
don't know if I'll be able to. You feel me? Because that's a legend right there, man. You
Be
feel
real,
me?
you be
I don't know if I'll be able to pass
Gotta
that up.
concentrate. Yeah, you
I don't
gotta
know if I'll be
focus.
able to pass that up. I might have to. You feel me? Hit the year one time.
Just bring
Yeah,
a Coke
yeah.
with you. You'll be fine.
So if you would smoke TF, what do you prefer? Is it a blunt? Is it a wrap? Is it a joint?
If I was to smoke some shit right now, it'd have to be some. It'd probably have to be like some papers or something, man.
That's right, a
Exactly,
joint.
something,
Yeah, yeah.
joint.
That's a good alternative right there, man. You know, blunts
Yeah.
right now, especially our age. You know,
I'm seeing motherfuckers rolling up leaves and shit. I'm like, bro, they sprinkling shit in them shits. I'm like,
Do you like spliffs? I'm a big spliff person.
well, that's a joint.
You-
It's just
you-
a cone version of a joint.
Well, no, spliff has tobacco in it.
That's it. No, I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. Spliff.
Like a little bit of tobacco
categorized
in it,
by
right?
tobacco. To be a spliff, it has to have tobacco.
Oh, okay, man, you're taking me back in the days when like I used to get high off of P-Dogs and shit. Motherfuckers, you know, used to put coke and shit
Oh
in their
my
blunts or their
God.
joints. I don't know,
Yeah,
man. I
everything
was
Scandalous.
in high school. I did it all, guys.
Crazy.
everything's Scandalous.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a party.
But I never tried tobacco and weed. You know, like
You
I always try to
never
stay away from
ever-
that.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah, they calling it, or they
That's some
smoking
European
blend.
shit.
Yeah.
It's
They smoking
really European.
blend.
It's really nice though, because you know why?
What about spice?
Oh fuck no,
Sherm?
spice.
Yeah.
smoke
Nah,
sherm?
You don't do spice?
water.
That shit puts like holes in your brain, dog. I knew people in high school that used to smoke spice that would like show up to practice because they would still show up to practice after they smoked, and they were literally like.
Oh, they were spiced up.
They
pulled up spicy.
They were on
Anybody
some
y'all
shit.
seen on Spice? Ambulance
Fuck
falling
that.
through right after that.
That's like
5
asking
minutes
someone,
after they
do you
hitting
like
it.
salvia? It's like no, fuck that. There's better things. You know, we have weed. Why do we need all
with
this?
spice though.
You fuck with spice? It's scary. It's
No,
dangerous.
I'm bullshitting.
I'm like,
I don't fuck with that shit.
you gotta be
no.
careful. You
Stay
never
away from
know
that.
what's in this synthetic shit nowadays. For real. Because I remember salvia. It is legal. Technically, you go to a tobacco shop, you can buy salvia. But now, it is so much more dangerous than it used to be 10 years ago because a lot of chemicals have been banned in California, but they'll keep putting other substitutes in saying that it's salvia. So people will smoke it, and it's all these different chemicals. It's not the plan no more. I know so many people that went to the hospital off of that shit, bro.
You basically smoking meth.
Basically. I don't know what they're smoking. Might as well be meth.
Might as well be. All
Yeah.
them shits.
And y'all both smoke? Armando, you smoke?
You know what? I've been smoking, fuck it. I've been smoking every day since I was 13 years old, bro.
Hey, that sounds just like me. So.
Honestly, like,
Oh God, every day.
No,
like,
I know, but
I'm
for
talking
me-
about every day.
No, yeah, I know,
Like,
but for
but
me,
not-
I use it for medicinal purposes. It helps me with my depression and my anxiety.
Yes.
Like a lot of people
Same.
think I'm just a fucking stoner. I smoke
Yeah,
every
think
day.
you just
Right. Like
Oh,
my
yeah,
family
he's just
shitted
an
on me all my
addict.
life. Like my family shitted on me all my life. You know what I'm saying? My elders, I'm saying, like they just think I'm a fucking marihuanito or like
Or you just
you know what I'm
really
saying?
like an addict or just
right,
like.
but
it's-
we all go through trauma at one point as a kid, living in the streets of LA, and it's like there's not a lot out there for us.
Just like he said about like, you'll see or just be on the outside looking in, or you'll have a perspective like, oh, he's partying all the time or
Right.
doing all this. But
But I'm the first one to let a kid know or respect someone that doesn't smoke.
Yeah.
Like I'll
Yeah.
just man,
Yeah,
like,
shout out to
keep
you.
going.
Yeah, keep doing that because
doing your thing.
it's not a good thing. But for me, especially dealing with rappers all day, man, it does help me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you have a son or a daughter or both?
Both.
So when your kids grow up, how are you gonna feel about weed?
I don't know. Like I don't look down upon weed. Like weed is cool. Like if you want to do weed, go ahead do weed. But make sure you get your shit together. Also, like you ain't finna just be sitting in this motherfucker on your Al Bundy shit, blowing bud and shit all day.
Are you the type of parent where like, yo, man, like if you're gonna smoke with me or smoke in the house,
Nah, get up out of here.
okay, that's right.
Cause I don't smoke.
That's how it's supposed to be.
I mean, yeah, get up out of here. Don't do that shit when you with whoever you doing that shit with. But just make sure you be careful doing that shit too, cause
Get some spice.
I used to trip out, growing up in high school, and I used to go to friends' house. They used to smoke with their parents. The mom and dad used to go downstairs and smoke with us, and I used to trip out, man. I was like, yo, man, like I'm first generation. My parents ain't fucking with that at all like that. Like,
nah, for real.
I have to drop a Visine into my fucking eyes before I get into my house and shit like that,
Spray on a bunch of cologne and shit.
Like change your clothes.
That's right.
Yeah, real shit.
But you know
Washing
what's
your
worse than
hands.
that? You know what's worse than that? Is I'm second generation. My mom used to sell weed, and she still didn't want me to smoke.
Right.
She still was like, "Oh no, not in my house." So that's kind of worse. I don't know.
Yeah. Like nowadays,
'Cause I'm like,
So what you want? You was what? How old? Do you smoke? How long you been smoking?
15, 16. Yeah. So a good 10 years.
and how old are you now?
24.
That's right.
Yeah. I think I tried weed when I was like 13, though. I mean, that's kind of the time where everyone tries weed. But
I ain't gonna lie, I started drinking and smoking at 11. 7th grade, I was 11.
What you was
Damn
drinking?
right.
What you was drinking, dude?
New Amsterdam or whatever, like, you feel me? Like, my grandpa passed away. I'm in it. You know how you saying with, like, I ain't no first generation, or y'all know what generation. I don't know. You feel me? Look, so I'm just in the back. My grandpa passed away. We in the back. We all hanging out. And I'm grown. You feel me? I'm grown now. You feel me? But, look, I'm 11. It's like I said in the song, 2010, I was sipping on Ciroc. I said sipping, you feel me? Cause nigga back there, but like, this with my mom. So something like this happened, we all in the back after the funeral type or before, whenever it was. Yeah, let me hit this. Like I was it's just around my house. Oh, yeah.
Grandpa just said,
I'm thinking that's Kool-Aid. That's what they told me when I was younger, you feel me? Just like, I don't know. But with weed and stuff, I tried smoking paper in 5th grade at school. Then I was just always around it and always around it. Like Menace in Society, gonna get a little nigga a drink. Yeah. What the fuck is that? That's what he said.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's old. It's old. Yeah. Shit, man. Moderation. That's the key to life. Balance everything.
And then
Get
like
your
my
shit
mom
done.
seeing
Do
just
your
like,
thing.
just, oh yeah. You smoking? Okay, yeah. I'm getting my ass beat for it. You feel me? Then eventually it's just like I have my stuff together. I'm going to school, listening, abiding by our rules. My big brother, he starts smoking, and that's my big brother. So I kind of follow everything he did. Like he starts smoking with my mom. I'm like, Mom, what went on? Cause for the whole time he's smoking, he can't smoke now. She's smoking with him because she was going through it. You feel me? My step pops, he in jail and stuff. So that's when I'm look over, it's really happening right now. Like, and then ever since then, I was 15 when that started happening. So I'm smoking 16 when my people they all know I smoke and stuff. But growing up, I just been around, like he said, just damn, y'all parents let you smoke? Are you serious?
Yeah. Weed's changed for sure too. I mean, even like the hybrid shit now, like everything's so much stronger than it used to be. In high school, I would just like smoke in my room, and my mom never knew, but she always was like, because we grew up on like a farm.
Yeah.
She was always like, oh, there's a skunk. Skunk's back. Skunk's in the front yard.
Yeah.
Someone go find it. And then I was always like, man, like I knew she used to sell weed. But then when I grew up, I was like, Mom, I was smoking in my room. She's like, really? Like that's what it was? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, like I thought you would know. She's like, no, see, when I was growing up, weed smelled sweet. It was really sweet. It was like spices. It was like herbs. You would get a dime bag, it'd be like this big. Yeah. And so weed's different now.
Was she smoking weed or was she smoking herbs?
No, she was smoking weed.
And you said your mom was selling weed too?
Mm-hmm. To get out of the projects. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. But never let me. Mm-mm.
Everything Skanless.
Skanless Summer coming this Friday.
Right, shout out to the projects.
It all adds up.
That's
shout
right.
out to the project.
Damn, we've been on this for a minute. Thank you guys again coming through.
Nah, for
hanging
sure.
in there.
It's all love, man. Appreciate y'all.
So I have to ask you guys a question. You know what I'm saying? I think I asked you this when we interviewed you in the past, but what's your new definition of underground hip hop in 2021?
Underground hip hop. It's like hip hop right now, where it is right now. Like, bro, y'all been doing y'all shit too, man. Good shit. You feel me? So salutes to underground hip hop, man, and where y'all came from, like where y'all at right now. But underground hip hop is I wouldn't even say it's underground no more. Like, you feel me? Hip hop right now is like that shit is coming back like full force. Like motherfuckers is listening to that shit. Like, it's like the kids is like, even though it's a bunch of, like it's always gonna be the pop sound of, with music and, but
you mean like the Jiggy era? That pop sound,
like commercial,
commercial shit, like that shit comes and goes, but that's always gonna be there. But with hip hop, like that shit is like at an all time. I feel like hip hop right now is like it's getting this rap game back because it's a lot of independent artists. You feel me? It's a lot of independent artists and it's a lot of motherfuckers that's really rapping right now. You feel me? And that shit is like it's a good light right now shining on hip hop right now. So you feel me? I wouldn't even say like this shit is underground no more. Like how Wu-Tang. Like motherfuckers on the west side really wasn't listening to Wu-Tang. You feel me? Now on the west coast, you got motherfuckers riding around listening to rap, like rap shit. Like, you feel me? And I think that's dope. Like Real shit.
So your definition is that it's not underground anymore.
Well, I mean, it's still underground. Like the essence of hip hop will always be underground. You feel me? Like real, raw, authentic bars. You feel me? That shit will always have the essence of underground hip hop. You feel me? But I think right now, that shit is like that's the shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like you could hear, like if you like you hear shit. You hear motherfuckers sliding through this motherfucker listening to Benny the Butcher.
Yep.
You feel me?
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm saying. Like Flea. Like motherfuckers is out here off Flea Lord. Niggas is off the whole Lord Mob shit. Like, you know, so that shit, I think that shit is dope.
And how about you? Your definition of underground hip hop in 2021? You know?
Yeah. It's like,
Take your time. Think it out.
I was thinking the whole time while he was talking, and I was listening, you know, like, but it's like,
Do you consider yourself an underground artist?
I'm just,
Like the style, like
it's like, damn, it's like, it's because like I don't want to just put myself, like, I'm not saying there's no like, you know, because I don't want to just be, oh, he's a rapper, he's a rock star, I'm everything, like, so it's like if I'm underground, I'm commercial too, like I just like. But underground hip hop to me, like the definition, it'd be like, you know, I could consider myself underground right now, I guess, because I'm not commercial or I'm not super big. Like a lot of people don't know me, but it's like a lot of, when I started rapping, it was whatever, you feel me, a couple years back and all this. But now it's like I look out my door or like, damn, oh, you was rapping? Like I've been barring up and stuff or just writing here and there, but it's like now it's like, damn, this 26-year-old girl just say, yeah, I like to rap right now or something. So it's like it just got a big influence on the culture and just community, just period. And it's like it's underground, but it's like global, like it's just everywhere. Like, cause back then when I just hear underground or growing up as a kid, I hear underground, I'm like, okay, so this may be me. Music that might not be really out there like that, or like that's that pretty much popular. Like he might not know about this. It's like, so now it's just like I ask myself just to certain artists, it's like, is he underground or commercial? It's just like I don't really know.
so it's a global vibe.
It's like I feel like it's just global. Like you'll hear this person, like then next day, bam, you just hearing from everywhere. But like it could be like he's like underground to me. Like oh, look like then he blew up in like 1 year or something. It's just like underground. Like I don't know.
So it's underground to you is an understanding of something. We don't specifically know what, but it's an understanding. It's a vibe. It's a frequency that everyone kind of taps into. And
yeah, and it's like a lot of people is tapped in right now because it's like, yeah, he might not be here or super on TV and all this, but he's talking about this stuff, and yeah, these people over here can relate to that, and they live in that, and they doing this, so then it just all come out like and spread.
Sure.
Right? Like this is how I see it, guys.
Like Zaza, that word could be like underground, or like
Yep.
it could have been made from, like, you know, they just, oh, Zaza now. So like they say it, and it's like a culture, like a swag type thing.
Yeah. This is how I see it, guys. Like everyone has to embrace that label underground, you know, at one point.
Yeah.
But if you do embrace it for the culture, right, I would think you would want to take advantage of it to the point where it'll help you, you know, propel to the next level.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Now, there are a lot of underground legacy artists, like I was mentioning before, like Andre Nicotina. He's always been underground. He's never been trying to get on the radio, but he's been making music for 30 years.
Huge.
30 years.
And he's huge,
Right?
though.
Like 30 years he's been in the game. Like he's hand in hand with Mac Dre, you know? Mac Dre was super underground. He never
Brother Lynch.
Brother Lynch, super underground. Those are legacy artists, right? Today, it's kind of difficult for me to see new artists make legacy albums that are gonna withstand time of 20 years.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, TF? Like, TF, how do you feel about your project, man? Like, is it timeless music? When you drop music, do you feel like, fuck, dude, kids are gonna hit me up 20 years later and say, yo, that was a dope project?
Yeah, I think so. I recorded this project 2019.
That's right.
So
That's right.
yeah, Michael Myers, I did that 2019.
And we're still playing it. I think you will last. I think you will fit into the canon of hip hop because, like you were saying a little bit earlier, you are literally just telling your life story, and who can't relate to someone else's life in some capacity?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, everything Scandalous. That's like an audio biography of who TF is and what I came from, what I've been through, what I've seen. You know, so you could play that at any time, and like you said, like you listen to it in the dark, you could play that shit and see that shit. Like that'll never wear off.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
So your music, you allow the fans to paint pictures.
Yeah, I'm gonna paint the picture for you.
Yeah,
paint the picture.
And that's
for
the type of music that influenced me when I was growing up as a kid. I didn't need music videos to tell me, yo, that was dope, right? Like I used to listen to mad underground shit, mad shit that artists never even filmed a video for. But in my head, I had all the videos in my head.
Yeah.
Painted my own pictures, and that's the type of music I like to vibe with.
And like I already feel like the same with my music too, and with TF's, like just with a lot of artists is like that to this day. Like before like this interview, like it could have been 2 years ago, I swear. It's like, even though I'm having the conversation with my mom or my peoples, we having that same conversation, just will your music be like my music? And I told him honestly, like I didn't have to think about it. I'm like, yeah. Cause it's like just how TF said, like, oh, this is not like some artists just come to him, yeah, that's not you, bro, or you ain't that. But like a lot of artists is really put they real everything, or just like it's the feeling it. But it's like how you said with the dude, I don't want to fuck his name up or nothing, but the dude, how he rap with Mac Dre and stuff, and he's 30, been in the game for 30 years. So it's like, what was your definition? How you guys TF, like, do we see his music? Mm-hmm. So what would the definition of that be?
Right.
Yeah, like
legacy music.
Okay, so that's a legacy then. Yeah. Like, okay, yeah, see, yeah, that's where.
Yeah, that's the main thing right there. Cause I could jump on any wave. You could jump on any wave of rap that's like, oh shit, I'm finna try to sound like these niggas, or I'm gonna try to sound like this dude, or I'm gonna do beats like how they got their shit busting like that. All right, I'm finna do this same shit that they doing. You feel me? And then you kind of lose yourself in that. Cause then what you gonna do? We gonna go back to, I mean, to be honest, I got like 5 projects that's up to drop with 5 different sounds.
That's right.
So, but I did that for me personally, just to do it.
Just to push yourself?
Just like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do an album. I'm gonna do an album like this. I'm gonna do an album like this. No Hooks 2. No Hooks 2 is a movie, like all the way through. No Hooks 2 is like, shout out my nigga Shay. Like that shit, like it's from the first No Hooks, the play, the song, the play, I based the whole No Hooks off that one song and put a backstory behind how the play got put together. So it's 7 songs on there. It's 5 different perspectives. It's 5 different perspectives on the play.
5 different personalities too?
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Like alter egos?
It's a story.
Okay.
Story.
That's difficult to do.
It's no character names and shit like that, but you feel me? So I like to tap in on that shit. But then I also like to do like real player in the game. Like, you feel me? That's a total opposite of No Hooks. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Total opposite of Michael Myers.
That's right.
You know? So
I feel like this too, like if it's a good movie, you can watch it 20 years later. It's like that good of a movie, like a legacy.
Yep.
So it's like, that's what it is. Like it's a legacy. Like, this shit gonna stay here after we nigga gone. when we dead type shit and all that, like our kids gonna just
these gonna be the oldies for the youth right now.
That's crazy.
You feel me?
That's so weird.
Lil Pump gonna be.
Yeah, I don't see Lil Pump's music being.
Shout out Lil
it's
Pump.
like
He gave me
shit
a
he
blues
fall
the other
off.
day.
You
Yeah.
feel me? Yeah, because it's like that's like a wave or something, like or like just at that time or something. I feel like a lot of shit, like compared to Drake or Lil Wayne or just any, like, it's a gang of artists, but it's a lot of ones you could just like kind of think in your mind, just maybe he might fall in this category. You don't know who he is 5 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you have to keep in mind there's people every single generation that we think are going to be remembered that aren't. And I find it best to just focus on the people that you know you're going to remember.
Yeah.
Give them flowers while they're still here.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
You gotta do that. You gotta do that in general. I think, like, you feel me. You got like not even with just artists. Like, I think like with just good peoples. You feel me. You gotta show appreciation. You feel me. And just tap in and always like, cause every this is always like the story of like, oh, they wasn't fucking with me when I wasn't busting. You feel me? Or they wasn't fucking with me when I wasn't lit. Now I'm lit. Now they want to fuck with me. You can't, like, that type of shit. You can't take that shit personal, because shit, like, that's just like saying you wasn't driving before you had money. Now you got a car. You know what I'm saying? So I look at shit like that. So I just feel like you gotta appreciate everybody. You feel me?
Has that happened to you? Like, I mean, you don't take it personally, but people fuck with you more now than they did.
Yeah, for sure that happened to me a lot.
Yeah.
Like before, like, cause where I'm from, that was the whole thing. Like, everybody know, like, oh, this nigga TF coming, he finna be on bullshit, it's finna be ugly, he finna, like, everything's scandalous. Like, that's the thing. You feel me? But then, like, that song, like, when I first came home, the song he was talking about earlier, Red Zone, like, that was the first song that made niggas know, like, oh, this nigga could rap. This nigga really, like, he not on none of the bullshit wave shit. This nigga could rap.
It's like, damn, like it just ain't no like
and,
I know he hard. Like, you'll see the potential. Like damn. Like,
I did that shit off a MacBook. Like, cause I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, I'm finna rap. Like, bro, you not finna rap, nigga. You can't rap, nigga. I'm like, bro, real shit. I'm finna rap, man. Like, so I ran into my boy Radio G. He like, man, he was doing beats at the time. I'm like, bro, send me a beat. He sent me a beat, and I fucking recorded that shit off the MacBook. Like, just recorded that shit and posted that shit on YouTube. And niggas was like, bro, what the fuck? And then from there, I was rapping.
Can we still find it on YouTube?
Yeah, search it.
Damn, you got some cojones, bro. That's wild.
Yeah, search it. Red Zone, TF.
it's like hearing that, you like if, like, say, from when the first time I heard it, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna make it. Like, it's like that type of vibe. Like, man, it's hard. Like, I ain't never heard nothing like it, like, type shit. Like, that's how I feel. Like, when, like, it's like, and you hear it, you like, all right, it's just good stuff.
Oh, Red Zone.
Like, ain't no way around it, unless you like a hater or something. I don't know. I heard that. Damn.
No, this one. All right, we about to watch this.
It's like, cause it's like that shit gonna make you think he from the hood and all this. You thinking now, just damn, he smart.
Blame cancer.
Is this it?
Still keep it scandalous.
Yeah, I did that shit right on the porch.
2012.
Okay. Yeah, we gonna label this the red zone. So that mean I'm going in, you niggas going field goal. Red eyes, orange kush, no sleep, red nose. Blue bandanas round the necks of them red nose. No red marks on the necks of them red bones. Beat the pussy till it's red. Yeah, that's a red bone.
So this is your YouTube debut.
Yeah.
Wow.
Real shit.
The exclusive right here.
Red all them headlines, red dots on Glock 9, so don't ask me why I run red lights and stop signs. Tattoos got red ink.
So who did the editing on this?
That was just off the MacBook shit. The
Like
whole
the photo
shit.
booth?
The whole, yeah. I'm like, bro, I'm like, fuck it. Y'all don't believe it, nigga? All right, fuck it. Nigga, listen to this.
In that spot, we getting live. Red light.
And
on
who's
that
your boy
dick.
next to you right there?
That's the homie G-Mac.
That's right. That's right.
So he was just right there, like, it was his computer. I'm like, bro, let me see your computer, man.
Late nights be dangerous. All red hat with that blue T, Texas rain. MLB wood grain and stripes.
This is not a
major.
freestyle.
That black car got
It's a
red stripes
freestyle.
like throwback trailblazers. Straight shots, no chasers. Blue and red lights.
That's right. That's right, man. That's taking us back in history right there.
Yeah. So I mean,
2012.
I could probably re-record that and drop that right now, right?
You could.
That's timeless.
That's
8 years
exactly
ago.
what I want to like.
Feel me? I might
When I heard
re-record
I'm like,
that
man,
shit.
where's that at? I'm searching for this.
Yeah, I
Where's
might,
this
yeah.
at? Red.
I might.
Yeah. I need this
Fire.
Yeah,
freestyle.
I might re-record that
I
and drop
honestly
that.
didn't expect that.
Yeah, you know, just to be like, I do got timeless music.
You do. Because people say that and then they pull up their version of that and it's not that.
And shout out to Matt Ocon for setting this up for us, man.
Shout
That-
out Matt
shout out Matt,
Ocon.
man. Belly on,
That is
belly
my bro. Miami Matt. He's coming out here soon. Y'all definitely have to tap in with him. He's the boy for sure.
So yeah, that took me back right there.
I'm sad we cut it. I wanted to watch
Took
the
me
whole
back.
thing.
I'm gonna re-record that. man.
We record it, drop it.
I'm gonna re-record that and drop that shit.
In like 20 years though, because then it will be even more important.
It's almost like 10 years.
Really?
That shit said 8 years ago.
Damn.
2012.
All
it
right,
said,
2 more. 2022, Red Zone is coming back. You heard it here first.
So, any last words, Drea?
Oh
Before
man,
we
thank you guys
tune
so
out?
much for coming out and just shooting the shit with us, and we're really looking forward to all the projects that you have dropping. It's gonna be a Skanless Summer. Skanless Summer. But anyways, yeah, no, that's it for us. Underground Hip Hop Blog, biggest underground hip hop blog in the world. You can find me Instagram at dre.god, and that's pretty much it. But tell the good people everything.
Stay scandalous, my good peoples. De Leon.
Yeah, everything Scandalous, Bunko Gang. Big shout out to Underground Hip Hop.